Well, good news, guys. We're back and ready to see a race. Bad news is I am fucking hungry. And I know I'm hungry because my body feels weak and I'm all shaky. I guess my sugar's dropped or something. I don't know. I hate when that happens. But I look forward to eating here in a little bit during the race. I don't like eating during a race, but goddamn, I'm hungry. So I'm looking forward to it today.
37 others when the checkered flag falls later on today.
Let's watch a damn race. I'm going to make sure my sound's working. All right.
Jeff,
we're back. Radar and weather looks pretty good.
Wanted to be that guy at Homestead. The one driver outside of the championship four who might have affected.
Oh, now they're admitting people don't race hard at Homestead when it's the championship race.
Today there's no everybody
so,
is going for it today.
At least they're finally admitting it.
Team and driver, even at the end of the year, at that final race, they still had their own agendas. They had things they were trying to accomplish, whether it be a points position, trying to win the race.
I take a look at the weather myself so I know how optimistic I should be or how pessimistic I should be. I'm the king of being pessimistic. I'm sure you can tell if you've listened to any one of my streams.
To go battle for a championship later in the season, and they're going to have to do it on one of the toughest, most challenging, grueling tracks on the schedule.
There's Jimmy the Juggernaut.
So drivers are back in their car.
It says light rain showers in the area right now. But the racetrack is clear, so let's roll. Let's roll. And the weather forecast looks great for the rest of the day. I'm excited. I think we can officially get excited now. It's like a 20 to 30% chance of a light shower the rest of the day, so it's okay, people. We can actually get excited now. Holy crap. God, I'm hungry. I feel weak right now. We having sloppy joes, son. And I'm gonna pig the fuck out right in the middle of this race. You watch. You're gonna have to hear me go. Just kidding, I don't do that. I think lightning is worse than rain at a racetrack nowadays, ever since that dude got struck by lightning at Pocono in 2012. Ugh. I've had smoke in the water stuck in my head all day. I'm not even a big Deep Purple fan, but I saw a video last night of Black Sabbath with Ian Gillan doing Smoke on the Water, and it's like the heaviest version of that song ever, and I can't get it out of my head. Because I'm a huge fucking simp for Tony Iommi. Jesus. Oh, we're back.
Homestead, Miami Speedway.
Mike, I'm joined by Governor Ron DeSantis. Now, previously, he
Boo.
represented Florida's District 6, which
Politician.
encompasses the birthplace of speed and the Daytona International Speedway. And, Governor, how exciting to be here in Homestead and have sports back with military folks in attendance.
It's time for car race.
We're glad NASCAR was one of the first out of the chute, and they are the first sport to have fans. And we're glad that's here in the state of Florida. And
It's good to see some people up in the stands, even though it just feels like we're watching an ARCA race or something.
Now, one of the most special things is always the
I'm excited.
race, and you're going to have the opportunity to
Wish I could be there now that it's cloudy.
I'm a little nervous, but quite frankly, as long as the rain goes and we're able to get going, I'll be fine. So I got the official up there. He's going to give me the instructions. We'll be good to go.
All right, well, enjoy the day, Governor.
Thank you.
Mike?
Look at that. People in the seats.
Engine should be ready to fire up here.
Another commercial? Good grief, you just got back.
Yes, we are. In South
Now, I expect there to be infinitely less commercials now that we've had a good hour of rain delay and lightning delay to get your stupid little commercials in. We should have at least have a few less commercial breaks today. Come on. The Xfinity race went side by side almost every time they went to commercial. Almost every time, not every time. Bitch. Engines have refired. Man, I'm hungry. Okay. Engines! We can't get this shit started fast enough. Let's roll. God, I'm hungry. Fuck my life. I'll be right back. God, it still looks dark to the west. You can tell it's raining over there.
On the pace lap after a spate of track drying from a pop-up shower. So let's have a look at the Dixie Vodka starting grid across the bottom. The top 12 drivers in points drew for starting positions 1 to 12. Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano on the front row. Team point standing positions 13 through 24 drew for those spots, 25 through 36 for those spots, and there are 2 additional non-chartered cars making up the 38-car field. There's the front half of the field, and let's go to the front row.
Yeah, Joey Logano. Hey, Joey, Jeff and Mike here in the Fox Sports booth. You got a copy? Hey, Joey, this is Jeff in the Fox Sports booth. You got a copy? Hey, you know, here we are. We had a little bit of a rain delay. This is a track that so many drivers love, and when I look at the stats, you got to love it too. You know, you've really been the last 6 races. I think 6 or better. So, what are you looking for today? How challenging is it going to be this time of year?
We got plenty of challenges ahead of us without any practice, but yeah, this is one of my favorite racetracks. I think it's every driver she can go all over the place. I've watched three incredible races so far.
All right, Joey, thanks for talking to us. Good luck rim riding up there on the wall.
I hope I don't hit it.
Joey will start
I hope he does hit it.
the front row. Well, I say the outside, depending on which lane.
Denny Hamlin won the random draw.
Denny Hamlin chooses. This time by.
Corey LaJoy doesn't care, I'm sure.
Down pit road.
Time to check pit road speed.
So drivers can check pit road speeds. Why don't we check with our crew chief, Larry McReynolds?
You know, Mike, there are 38 drivers that are in this field, and just like the last 7 weeks, they have not turned a single lap of practice. Every one of them, they have a lot of unknowns. And we know, based on what we've seen, when they drop the green flag, there's going to be some drivers that are way off. But what I have seen, and we saw a classic case at Martinsville on Wednesday night, is don't panic. Just be cool. Because when you look at the finishing order of that race Wednesday night, there are a lot of drivers that finished in the top 5 that were just hanging on in the beginning, including eventual winner Mark Trix Jr. in that 19 team. Let's take a look at our race analysis. We're going to go 267
400 miles. Thank God it's not 500.
80 and 107 pit road speed. It's the tough pit road to get onto under green, 45 miles per hour. The fuel window, 64 to 66 laps. And Mike, we will have a competition cost at lap 25.
Competition cost at lap 25. They'll actually pit, though, because it's Cup. Austin Dillon's paint scheme is pretty nice. That car he's driving, I like it.
Well, the weather here.
Austin Dillon usually has cool paint schemes.
I don't know. In retirement, I'd like to be a Florida weatherman. Mostly sunny, chance of rain around 3 o'clock. Every single day. Here are your Ford Performance track facts. At Homestead Miami Speedway, Ford has 8 wins. That's the most of any manufacturer. Greg Biffle scored 3 of those in a Ford.
A Biff.
Stick with the Biff. I miss the Biff. Why is the Biff not in the Cup Series? Get Biff a ride.
For Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, who's our pole sitter, is going to take that outside line. And that's going to put Kyle Busch's teammate behind him as a pusher. Matt?
Well, Jeff, you guys mentioned that Chris Gabehart's back on the box for Hamlin, and he told me earlier
This should be the one to go right here
for
for the green flag.
In happy hour, but also the first 2 runs of the fall race here in 2019. So their guesstimation about what they're going to go with for a setup made it a little bit more free, but then once again,
Look at those people on the stand. Yep, one to go. We're going green next time.
It's dropping in low 80s now, so not really sure what to expect this first run.
Yeah, that's going to be the opposite of what we expected this race to be, with all the cloud cover and the rain that came through, cooler temperatures. But that works better for this aero package, I think.
East there. Running back for the Saints, Alan Camara is in attendance here as a guest of NASCAR.
Look at that.
I think he was watching you at Talladega on iRacing.
Exactly. Yeah, there was 224, so be careful what you're looking at there on that screen. But William Byron, one of our younger drivers behind the wheel of that Exalta Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, doing a nice job in that 24.
It is very dark off turn number 2, and we're hoping that continues out to sea as we get ready to race.
Yeah, if that's to the east, they'll be all right. Look how much it's raining over there, though. God damn.
That is the halfway lap. We get past 130.
If that gets out of here, we should be good to go.
Stage breaks at 80 and 160, as Larry mentioned. 267 laps would be the full race distance.
Man, I love NASCAR. I'm happy to be watching another race. My 4th race in 2 days. I can get used to this. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming when I don't feel good and don't really feel like streaming and just feel like watching a race. But then when I stream, it winds up like the Xfinity race earlier where I'm like, man, I'm so happy I streamed today. Look at that Hooters car Chase is driving. That's a fucking badass car. I'll get NASCAR Heat 5 just to be able to drive that car. Alrighty. Boogity, boogity, boogity. God, don't you miss that? I don't. But I love you, Darrell Waltrip. But I'm glad you retired. Green flag. Going to lap 25. Logano pulls out to the lead. Boy, Logano, they brought some good cars to the track lately for Joey Logano. If I had to pick the Final Four right now, I'd say Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, and Alex Bowman. That would be my Final Four picks right now. We know how much that can change. You know, dumb aero package or not, it's always just better watching a cup race. I'm always more invested. Stupid aero package or not, it really doesn't matter. But already, I'm like, man, that Xfinity race, because Logano's pulled out front, Keselowski's second, Hamlin third, Elliott fourth, and then from there on back, it's a bit of a clusterfuck. We're 2 laps in. Ew, what is that? Is that a bug on Reddick's onboard? Ew. That was gross.
Yeah, Jeff, what I have learned is the more the grip goes up in the racetrack, the car gets a little freer.
Look at my man Bubba. 3 wide with Stenhouse. Ugh. With Austin Dillon, Stenhouse, and Bubba. They're fanned out in the back, running all over the place. High, middle, low.
Is up 8 spots since the green flag.
Fucking bug guts all over Tyler Reddick's onboard, and they can't get them off. Logano once again jumping out front for the second race in a row with a dominant car. We got a caution. What happened?
Lightning.
Oh my God! Ugh. Lightning in the area. Oh man. Well, it's not raining, so I'm not going to get off here because it'll just be a 20-minute delay or whatever.
Rooftop cameramen have not been allowed yet to go back to position. You can see
that huge dark cloud in the.
It's moving to the east, though, ain't it?
It is south of the racetrack, but it is close enough where if there's lightning in that cloud, then NASCAR has to react.
This is some bullshit. I'll be right back.
This is the 7th straight race that Joey Logano has led in 2020. Both he and Penske teammate Brad Keselowski have hoisted the championship hardware here.
I'll be right back. Settle in, fuckers. It's going to be a boring day. Thank God I have food. It's the only thing going right for me right now. Is my food. Check and see everybody freaking out on Twitter, I'm sure. How long are they going to stop this? Like 30 minutes because there was lightning? It's like every 30 minutes for every lightning strike. If it's within 8 miles or whatever. Who cares? You get struck by lightning from 8 miles away, you probably deserve it.
By Toyota. And by Geico, 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. 5 laps have been completed. And
red flag.
And now
Fuck my
red
life.
flag being displayed for lightning. It's important to note the track is dry. in the immediate area has brought a stop to competition.
30 more
The
minutes.
Speedway has asked the fans to exit the grandstand until the lightning threat is over. Of course, our cameramen are already on the ground, spotters coming down from the roof, and a halt to competition here. So this will likely not affect the competition caution that is scheduled for lap 25 for teams to check tire wear. And lap 80 will be the end of the first of 3 stages of this race. Well, we had not planned on racing from daylight into darkness, but that may well be the case today.
Yeah, we know how much this track changes just from lap to lap, run to run, but especially when you go from daytime, warmer track temperatures into cooler nightfall, as this track, you'll gain a lot of grip, so teams are going to have to adjust to that.
As bright as the sky is to the northeast and the southwest, off to the east and southeast.
I like that shot.
Yeah, the blue sky. Let's bring that blue sky over here. But again, the track is dry, and we are under a hold for lightning in the immediate area after 5 laps, 4 of which under green, and Joey Logano has led them all from Denny Hamlin after a push from Brad Keselowski. Homestead Miami Speedway celebrates
Hope the
its
first time
25th
viewers are enjoying their first
anniversary
weather
this year.
delay.
1995 was the opener. More than 1,000 palm trees here. Tony Stewart celebrating after the first Cup race in 1999. This was a squared oval like Indianapolis. It was reconfigured to a flat oval with rounded turns at each end and then a progressively banked oval, where they held the championship weekend from 2002 to 19. This track was the dream of Ralph Sanchez. He was a very successful race promoter in South Florida, promoted IMSA, Camel GT sports car racing on the streets of Miami for many years. And in the aftermath of Hurricane Andrew, this particular piece of property became available as a development site, and in the process of rejuvenating South Florida from the devastation of Andrew, one of the projects was
These fries we have tonight really suck.
Owned by the city of Homestead and leased first to Ralph Sanchez, who operated it for quite a few years, and it was then taken over.
These fries are supposed to be seasoned fries, but they're like the driest, most plain potato pieces of shit I've ever seen.
With the move of the final race of the season to Phoenix, this race was advanced to March on the calendar, right after Atlanta, which was the first race that was canceled due to the effects of COVID-19.
And a great time to be in South Florida in March. It's starting to get a little hot there. We got these summer pop-up storms coming, but I really like, Mike, what they've done with this racetrack over the years. When it was flat, it was very challenging. Matter of fact, I don't know, Tony Stewart was going to maybe win. Every time we went there, he was so good on that track using the apron and how flat it was. Since they've gone to this, and sort of some new technology of doing progressive banking, it makes
progressive banking is the worst thing to ever happen to NASCAR racing.
Even that original start we saw where there were 2 or 3 different grooves. The surface is something in South Florida where it's very abrasive, but we see racing from that white line.
As you can see, they have the trucks out to sweep the lightning off the racetrack.
To the wall, and it's a very fun, challenging place to race on.
Yeah, I think the short way around on the bottom is banked 16 degrees, then it goes to 18, then it goes to 20. It's some variation of that, but it's a 2-degree spread. Now, 18 to 20 degrees is the difference to make that top groove work as well as the bottom. Let's have a look at another great championship battle decided here at Homestead Miami Speedway and take you radioactively back to 2017.
Show 2016, it was way better.
Lots of sunshine overhead, temperatures in the 80s, fans pouring into the Homestead Miami Speedway as everyone awaits a new series champion. Series champion. Here at Homestead Miami Speedway, saluting Junior on his final start.
It's a real emotional day to have Dale Earnhardt Jr. complete his final race.
Friendships and relationships that'll last a lifetime. The fans that are here and that are in home watches, they made all this possible. Oh, you boy. Hell yeah. You're the man. Oh, we did, but it was freaking terrible. This is real sick. Watch me out there today. I can't find anything that's better than anything. He can make it, he can make it, he can make it. Go get the 95 again for me now. Come in.
Kyle Busch almost missed pit road.
This isn't even what we had practice. Not even close. Think about what you can do and where you need to be better. Really have no damn clue, man. I don't feel it clear. It doesn't like every other mile I have. Doing on the brake, what's holding you back from turning a faster mile? No.
Trailing in from behind is KCK.
Yeah, we're done. See what's all. She's in the middle of pit road. She's walking away from the car.
Let's ride and bringing it in.
Oh, poor Danica. She crashed in her last fucking race. Or her next to last race, because didn't she did Daytona the year after that. And she wrecked in that one too, so what are you going to do?
2, 2, 1, 1. Right here.
Everybody go nuts.
God, the music they chose for this. Did Ryan Holman edit this Radioactive? Because it fucking sucks.
The sun is starting to set. Things are getting ready to wake up.
It's going to be an ugly restart with the sun. Can't see down the front, TJ, so just help me here. Restart will be super hard to see. I can't see nothing.
Green flag goes up in the air.
66 had a little drop down low. Stay high. So I want to go over anything. I hit whatever it was. Got a pretty big hole in the bottom of the right front fender. I think we can get it on.
Has Ryan Holman started doing live race reactions yet?
Keselowski going the wrong way, and he is backslid all the way to 9.
Getting worse. Oh, you're killing it. Only strategy is to run as hard as we can. It's going to be close on how it works out.
Around the outside and to the lead of Homestead Miami Speedway, it is Kyle Busch. He has bypassed Martin Truex Jr.
Stay focused. Yeah, the right front going down. What the? Caution's out right here, bud. Supposed to roll out. Yellow. Watch debris right here in the middle. Yeah, no debris. Should be debris everywhere.
Could very well be the last stop of the year.
Here we come.
It's like Kyle Busch saying there was no debris, and Kurt Busch is like, oh yeah, there's debris everywhere. I blew it right in front.
Position number 1, Martin Truex Jr., followed out by Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch.
It'll be about 34 or 35 to go when we get the green. All right, guys, go shot at it. Give you all we got. I think give it all we got here. Copy. Elbows up here, buddy. Here we go. Base guard in.
I know that was Junior's last Cup race, but I'd really like to see him do the Daytona 500 every year. Just one race. Just do the Daytona 500 every year.
Everybody on their feet watching.
That's all day on the warm-up. Go get him. You can do it.
This is what we've been waiting to see. Two of the best in the business battling for the championship.
You're right tugged up here now. Follow with it. Fine, quit, man.
Martin Truex, whose longtime partner and girlfriend Sherry Pollux is battling ovarian cancer.
Fine, quit, man.
Beginning to flex a little muscle.
Let me know where you're running.
What the fuck was that cinematic shit they just put in? That was definitely not Truex actually driving his car.
You're doing good, buddy.
I'm crying. Not really.
It was a storybook ending for Martin Truex.
And meanwhile, I was just so happy because Kyle Busch didn't win it.
I cannot believe we won that race. How the hell? I don't know how I did it.
Man, oh my God.
Number ones, everybody! Who's the champs? Didn't I see Neil yet?
She said he was doing interviews.
Dude!
Yes! Oh, you're a champion!
It's ridiculous.
I am so proud of you.
Love you, buddy. I'm gonna do this regular. Oh, yeah.
I'll be right back.
It was wet in Homestead, Miami that night. Martin Truex Jr., after winning 2 Busch Series championships in his first 12 seasons in the NASCAR Cup Series, 3 wins. Last 5 seasons, 8 times as many, 2.5 times as many laps left.
3 wins in 12 years.
Well, of course, he just
Good grief, if people gave Junior a hard time because he didn't win in 09 or 10 or 11.
Larry Mack, what did you say on the pre-race? They poked the bear or woke the bear up, or what were your words?
Well, I think the sleeping giant has risen up there in that 19 car. But you know, Mike, I actually remember a new crew chief this year, James.
How much longer? Let me look at Twitter.
James this week. And if you look back at their first 4 races of 2020, they had a fast race car every week. But they were writing a book on how to lose races with a fast race car. And it wasn't anything to do with necessarily on the racetrack. It was problems on pit road. Fail an inspection, have to go to the rear. And James told me they did a lot of soul searching, but it still took them all the way to Atlanta to get their first top 5. But I think the win at Martinsville,
And then Furniture Row Racing closed the year after.
won't be into the competitors.
Well, certainly. He's going to be a contender today, as are all the cars at Joe Gibbs Racing.
And boy, that Radioactive sucked. Maybe Radioactive just sucked for a while, and I just ain't
On
noticed.
Skype, who started this race from the pole. Hey, Denny, thanks for joining us.
Oh, look, it's Denny.
Hey, Denny, we were just talking about Joe Gibbs Racing.
So, Denny, show me on the doll where Corey LaJoie touched you.
Martinsville and what that might do for that team. And you've won a couple of races already this season. So, tell us, where do you evaluate Joe Gibbs Racing and the Toyotas in general right now as we get to this portion of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we've won some races. We've been really fast. I think especially coming back to these type of race-only formats, us with the 11 car have been really, really good up until last week at Martinsville, where we had an out-of-the-blue performance. But,
What was it like watching Corey LaJoie smoke your ass at Martinsville, Denny?
There's no secret about that. I think, there's some guys that, some teams that are pretty fast right now, especially on the intermediates that have good grip, not total grip, but good grip and fast speeds. It seems like they've just got a little bit more speed than what we have. But we've been able to.
We're about halfway through our lightning delay, about 15 more minutes.
Now,
At least it's not rained.
Racing on Fox, I was really impressed the way you scienced out the racetracks and going into the race knew how your car would work on old tires in the virtual world versus new tires, long run versus short run. But how do you science out a track like Homestead, Miami, when you haven't had any practice, you haven't had any qualifying? How do you go about it?
Yeah, well, it's a little more difficult because I don't have Larry Mack's, trends at the end of the race. I don't know how many
He's been watching the replays of the broadcast.
So unpredictable when it comes to the end of the race caution. So, but yeah, I mean, I spend a fair amount of time doing some testing, and I would go out. My process would be to go out and run 10 laps, come in, put 2 tires on. And this would be in private, test sessions. I'd go out and run 20 laps, put 2 tires on, 30 laps, and just kind of look at the lap times to see when when is there a crossover there where I feel like I can't hang on? And so, things worked out. We were really fast everywhere we were. Had some really good finishes, and I had a lot of fun with it. I think that was a good change of pace, and definitely a different technique of driving that brings out a different skill set.
Hey, Denny, this racetrack just seems to bring out the best and the worst in individuals. And
Denny Hamlin joins us. No, I'm
You've been
good.
so close to winning a championship and getting it done at Homestead. And as drivers, I mean, we put a lot of weight on our shoulders to try not to make mistakes, but how do you handle a situation like what happened to you here at the end of the year, where just one little bit too big of a piece of tape that's on the front grille, may have cost you that championship? How do you just put?
Or when Martin Truex's team put the wrong tires on the wrong side of the car.
And go get the job done and put the weight back on your shoulders.
Of all the championship battles I've been in, last year hurt the least, but yet maybe hurt the most. I'm not really sure. I don't know how I feel about it because, I feel like I did everything I could. There was just nothing I could do to change the outcome of that race. We were probably the slowest of the first of the 4 cars for the first 2 stages. We made good adjustments, and I really felt like I stepped up to that last stage and had Kyle just, 20 lengths in front of me, and we come in for that pit stop, and, we were going for it. And, as a team, we win some, we lose some. I'm responsible for my fair share. I mean, I certainly cost us a win at Bristol by I was kept pushing, trying to get a lead. I didn't want to mess with lap cars. I didn't want to, hey, this thing gets down to the end, it gets physical anyway. So I cost us a win at Bristol, and I'm trying to apologize to Chris and the team, and I'm like, hey, we win and lose as a team. I mean, Homestead was a team loss, and Bristol was a team loss as far as our team's concerned. So it stinks when you had a great year like we had. I mean, we really had a strong year and had a great performance.
But I really wish I knew what to do during weather delays.
The Final Four, and it was disappointing to end that way, but we made a big throw down the field and got intercepted.
During the break from March to...
Can this storm get the fuck out of there? It's not even at the track. It's south of the track going east.
You got a basketball league, you play to win. You got a golf league, you play.
But it's like it's just fucking hanging there. And we're just going to sit here all day and wait for it to go away.
Anything else notable or memorable that you did during the break from racing?
Honestly, what I really focused on was my, physical health. I really started working out twice a day, really being strict with my diet. I wouldn't say strict. Much better with my diet. I've got a sweet...
Strict. I was strict on my diet for about a year and a half. I miss those days. Wish I had the strength to do that again. Denny Hamlin, you're a stronger man than me.
I spent that time at home I would write down, kind of not a major task, not a small task, but just an average task that I wanted to get done that day, whatever it might be, and I just did it. And so, it felt good to kind of, be disciplined and keep myself accountable each and every day to get something done and improve myself and work on my craft, whether it be iRacing or real racing. So I didn't stay stagnant. And on top of that, I've got 2 kids that I'm running around and chasing them all over the place. I'm trying to teach Taylor first grade, which I don't even know half the answers anyway. So I'm on Google trying to figure it out. So it's just, I had my hands full. I stayed busy. I mean, people ask me, hey, did you get to play a lot of golf? I'm like, I did not play golf at all. I played in a couple of our...
We're listening to Denny Hamlin talk about playing golf. God, our life sucks right now.
It's just I've been working on so much other stuff.
Hey, Denny, let's talk about the physical fitness side of it. I mean, I can't think of a time when drivers have had to run this many races, this tough of racetracks where you're working so hard as a driver under these kinds of, this heat and humidity. So, can you explain to people, just what that's putting your body through, not just leading up to the race, but putting yourself through that in a race at Bristol, Martinsville, Atlanta seemed like it was going to be a lot of hard work, or it was a lot of hard work under different conditions, and today probably going to be the same.
Yeah, I think as a driver personally, I find that humidity affects me more than anything. That's the one thing that will really draw the fluids out of your body is the humidity. The temperatures, I mean, I've been in hotter race cars, but it just seems like the last few weeks were just part of the dog days of summer, where some tracks are in the south, there's a lot of humidity, and it's tough. We're racing twice a week. We're usually giving ourselves 5 or 6 days to recuperate and get those fluids back that we lost in the previous event. And with running 3 races in a 7-8 day span, you're fatigued because you don't have enough time to get it all back. So I think that's been some of the fatigue that we've seen with some guys. I think that, looking at some of the heart rates of some of my competitors, it's amazing how fatigued they are. I remember, early in my career, I was pretty high, but not really anywhere where they are. And I just found some things that really have helped me with my nutrition and the fluids that I take.
God damn, Denny. I know we got time to fill on this rain delay, but fuck. Who cares?
I think that we have some really hot race cars.
Denny Hamlin took a shit last night. It was green and brown. And he's going to tell you about it. Because we've got nothing better to do.
And that's something we talked about at Martinsville, that right side window that NASCAR mandated because the teams were fooling around with airflow in that area. Would you like to see that gone?
I would. We had a text conversation with NASCAR this week about it, and a lot of drivers voiced their concerns about it. And, he says, hey, listen, it's optional. We have an option to put a couple NACA in there, but your teams never do.
Cole Pern's clowning Kyle Busch's crew for wearing goggles last year during the celebration to keep champagne out of their eyes.
My stance.
Man, Cole Pern's fun to follow on Twitter.
Take the right side windows out and make us do something, because obviously our crew chiefs do not want to do anything that's going to hinder any speed at all. Their concern is their concern is make sure that car goes as fast as it can.
Yeah, you get the best hit you possibly can, so we can take advantage of anything possible aerodynamically.
Denny,
we're going to be here for another 25 minutes.
Congratulations on your success this far in the young season, and good days ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Denny. Take care.
See ya.
We're going to take a look at one of those great highlights of any driver's season is always the season opening Daytona 500.
Hey, you guys want to watch Ryan Newman almost die again? Because that's what we're about to watch.
Day and night for Denny Hamlin, but not for everybody. Let's take a look.
Is this radioactive for Daytona? Oh, okay. All right, guys. Let's watch Ryan Newman's life flash before his eyes in slow motion. Yeah, Kurt Busch, whenever this fucking race starts. We're watching radioactive because there's a rain delay. Well, not a rain delay, lightning delay right now. 5:45 will be the earliest they can start back now. So about 20 minutes, hopefully. I should have known better. I should have waited till the competition caution to start streaming again. See if they made it that far. Hey, here's that fat orange rapist that they're showing during the Daytona 500. Is that a fat orange pedophile in that motorcade there? Because it looks like it is. I just have a sneaking suspicion. And Junior waved the green flag. What, we raced like 20 laps, then it rained, and we came back Monday evening. I believe that's how it went. What? Rain in Florida? You're kidding.
I have never been so excited for the start of a 500 as yesterday, and never so disappointed.
Now here we are, 24 hours later.
That was a hell of a crowd that came back for that race on Monday evening.
The 00 has crashed here in Daytona.
How many times can he block me?
I like how he said he has crashed here in Daytona. Where the fuck else would they be racing during the Daytona 500?
I do not want resources from behind you. So whatever lane he's in, please don't be in his.
And Hamlin leads at lap 100.
Man, Johnny, so stupid. Why is he leading? Stage 2 winner, Denny Hamlin.
Pit road is open here. The end of stage 2 complete.
That was a crazy Daytona 500 this year. It's crazy every year. So at Talladega next week for the Cup race, they will be down to 510 horsepower, which is still a little more than what they had back when they just used a restrictor plate. But I think it's okay to slow them down a little bit because, good grief, in the draft at Daytona they were going like 210. So I'm okay with that. I wish they'd just run the normal spoiler that they run on the mile and a half. Run that on Talladega and Daytona. It needs to be a little shorter. Shouldn't be 10 feet high like the one they've been running at Daytona and Talladega. I like that they're sealed to the ground, though. That's one thing I like about the super speedway racing. That's good for that kind of racing. Not so much everywhere else, but... Are you bad? Yeah, I can see the radiator. Okay, maybe reacting to radioactive's kind of fun.
One car that has not refired is Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch still ain't won the Daytona 500. My guy won it twice. Man, I was like, Ryan Newman's going to win. Then off of 4, I'm like, man, Ryan Blaney's about to win. Then I'm like, holy shit, I think Ryan Newman's dead and Denny Hamlin just won. What a roller coaster of emotions. All in one lap. Less than a lap. From the time they hit the middle of the back straightaway all the way to the start-finish line on the last lap. I went back and listened to my reaction to that. I sounded horrified. I knew Newman was fucked. We just, run 25 overtimes at Daytona every year now. And that was back when the world was like halfway normal. We should have known, with the way the 500 ended, that it was about to be a clusterfuck of a year. On the track, off the track, in the world, wherever you are. Ever since this, we've just been having a rough time. God, I really thought Blaney had it. God, look how far ahead Denny got there on the last lap or two. That's not smart at all. That was the 2 to go. Denny had such a huge gap. Once I saw the Ryan Newman wreck, I was like, maybe they should have thrown the caution when Chase got spun, but I would have raged if they did that. Chase just spun and kept going. And look at Blaney. When he pushes Newman past Hamlin, Blaney immediately lets off and backs up to Denny. It was so fucking smooth. Perfect move by Blaney. That's when I was like, oh man, Blaney's got it. And I was so happy. And I knew he was going to fake to the outside and swing to the bottom like they always do. Blaney didn't do anything wrong. Newman didn't do anything wrong in that situation. Hamlin gets good karma by not blocking and causing a wreck on the backstretch when Blaney and Newman were flying by him like 20 miles an hour faster than he was. So Denny winning that, I'll say, was good karma for not throwing a dumb block. Then poor Corey LaJoie with nowhere to go. There's nothing left of the top of that car, man. Terrifying. That was fucking terrifying.
Talk to us when you can. Talk to me when you can.
I didn't know he could talk after that.
All the people are in the way. I can't see. He hit hard. I don't know if he's okay. Let you know when Newman gets out here. Still on through. I hope he's okay. I'll go on that. Try down. 56. One, two, one.
Boy, that was scary. I'm getting chills watching it right now.
Have they heard from Newman yet? No. You okay?
We'll give you further updates on Ryan Newman as they become available to us. So they're working now on helping him out of the car. Denny Hamlin and his crew, though.
God, that was so eerie.
In Daytona.
Did Ryan get out? I haven't seen yet. They're down there with him, but Jason said he didn't say anything on the radio, so I'm not sure. Down there working.
Good job, guys. Congrats. Congrats, man. Good job. Ryan is a guy that's been in the sport a really long time. No matter what, you know, he takes precedence over everything going on right now. I'm hoping all is well with him and thinking about it, him and his family at this point.
Safety has come a long way in this sport, but sometimes we are reminded that it is a very dangerous sport. And we just thoughts and prayers right now are with Ryan Newman and his family.
He was sent to the hospital following that, and just 2 days later, we see this tweet coming up.
I was at work when they posted the picture of Newman walking out of the hospital.
Halifax Medical Center. You see him there walking away with his 2 daughters.
It's so great to see that. I just show you how tough I am.
And yeah, I was thrilled. I was like, thank God he's walking. Thank God he's not a fucking vegetable or something, you know?
All of the drivers involved in that footage, including Ryan Newman and Corey LaJoy, driving the car that hit Newman as it came to the line and propelled him back up in the air. They're all in today's race. They're all okay. And Corey LaJoy joins us from the Motor Coach. So, hey, welcome. Thanks for...
There was another lightning strike, so it's going to be another 30 minutes, guys.
No problem. It's, well, you're big on my screen, but I'm kind of trying to center up here. Brett?
Hey, Corey, you know, we were just reliving the Daytona 500, and walk us through. I mean, we've heard a lot from Ryan. It was an absolute miracle. He walked out of that hospital a couple days later, and I'm just curious to know, you know, your mindset. You made heavy contact with Ryan Newman's car in a very precarious position. After that happened, you know, knowing that he was going to take a while to get out of the car and not knowing exactly.
Damn, Jeb Burton's girlfriend's hot. Jeb Burton just posted a picture of him and his girl on Twitter.
We found out that he's walking out of the hospital.
Man, it happened so quick. I didn't even know who I hit or even where I hit. I knew I hit somebody really hard. And, you know, when you're coming to the checkered flag, Daytona 500, you're fully committed. So I knew I was worried about getting out because I knew my car was on fire. And I was in a lot
I want to
of
give it one more
trouble.
lightning strike before I get the
When
fuck off of
saw
here and
Newman's
do
car
something else.
Upside down in bad shape. I knew it was 2 days later when I saw him walk out with his 2 daughters, man, it was a blessing. It really was. It was a miracle that Ryan gave. So it's lucky. Ryan's very lucky. I'm lucky to do what I do and be able to be safe.
Well, let's talk about your season. You were on the way there to a top 10 finish at Daytona, and I think the term that most commonly becomes applied to you and your season is punch of your weight. What you and that 32 team are doing with equipment that's a lot older than
Outrunning Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch at Martinsville. That's what Corey LaJoy did.
Has certainly caught the eye of a lot of people.
Yeah, it just goes to show these cars that Phil Fast put together. You know, we had a really good run Wednesday at Martinsville. We've really had really good runs all year long. We finished top 10 in the 500. We were running really well at Bristol. But overall, I think we're a couple spots higher than we've ever been, myself and the team included. So that's really from a lot of help by, you know, partners like Storm Tight Windows like we have on today. Schluter Systems, Keen Parts, everybody who supports us has really made this thing go.
Corey, you're very passionate about your driving and how hard you've worked to get where you are, and you want to get that opportunity to get behind the wheel of one of the top teams. We've seen you this week kind of going at it with Denny Hamlin on social media. Tell us about kind of where that battle started and some of the things that you've been involved in there with Denny Hamlin.
Yo, I'm looking forward to watching a new episode of The Last Ride with The Undertaker tonight. I'm not watching Backlash, but I'm excited as fuck to watch another episode of The Last Ride. That's been like the best WWE produced product in like 5 years at least.
It escalates, right? And one thing gets personal, the next thing
Really
gets
about to be here all day
personal,
waiting
and
for this race.
Things that you probably regret.
Jesus Christ.
But I'm going to stand up for what I believe in, and I believe in my abilities as a race car driver. I believe in the value I can bring to a race team, and I feel like somebody with his amount of talent and the amount of wins he has, I felt like he was throwing a little bit of shade at me, so I had to stick up for myself, stick up for my team. So.
Looking at the forecast, this race will happen tonight. Don't know when. It just keeps lightning in the area.
Bigger fish to fry, and we both have a lot at stake. Denny's obviously going to be racing for championships and lots of wins, and I'm racing for a good result for Mike each and every week as well.
Your car always has an interesting graphic scheme. 1 week it's your face on the hood. 1 week it's your face with a COVID-19 mask on it. And today I understand you have a copper-colored helmet and the legend "Stacking Pennies" on it. Tell us what that means and about how involved you are in the design of the helmet and the car itself.
Yes, my good buddy Greg at All Access Paint has been a buddy of mine for a long time. I paint some really cool helmets. And our little mantra has been stacking pennies, right? We don't usually go out and stack dollars. We try to find the small victories and we stack on one at a time, right? Eventually, you have enough pennies, you can get something nice. So Greg and I were kicking around the idea of painting a cool penny-looking copper scheme, and he knocked that out of the park this week. So if anybody's looking for a helmet designer, All Access is your guy. But yeah, and nobody wanted the face car to be retired more than me, but I mentioned these lockdown started to Archie. I mentioned, it'd be really funny if we put a mask on the face car, and now I learned I got to be more careful about what I say to my owner because.
All right, we're going to break up with the signal. We want to thank you for joining us, Archie St. Hilaire, the car owner of the number 32 that Corey is talking about. Jeff, I've known three generations of LaJoys. Don, his son Randy, who was a Busch champion, and then Corey. They're all great
Randy
drivers.
did win a Busch championship. I remembered that correctly today.
Hey, just keep stacking those pennies.
By God, Randy LaJoy won something.
Thanks, Corey.
I like Randy LaJoy. I'm just making fun. I always liked Randy. I thought Randy was good in the booth a few times I saw him in the booth.
We are on hold for lightning.
There is no good goddamn reason for this race to not be happening right now. No good goddamn reason at all.
That's good looking.
Very sharp. All right, we'll get an update from NASCAR on when we can return to the track when we return to Homestead.
Mute. They're going to commercial. Like I said, I've been checking the weather forecast. The forecast looks fine for Homestead area. I'm so bored. I'm bored beyond belief. Am I going to have to get off here again? I should have got off here a little while ago. Alright, y'all. Fuck it. They said lightning just struck again. Guess what? I'm going to get off here again. For the second time now. Whenever this race starts, I'll be back. I don't expect anybody else to be back, but I'll be back. I'll see you guys later.